Hey guys, so Tara here, and I wanted to share with you one of my favorite tips for making sure that I am getting in all of my containers and there's no surprises throughout the day and I'm not trying to catch up or whatever, but yet I can go about and live my life and not have to worry about what I'm eating and when and all that. So when you fill out, whatever program questionnaire you're doing, and it's using the portion containers, right? You're given like, oh, for today you need to have 4 reds and you need to have 3 yellows. You need to have 1 blue, and it maps out the numbers for the full day. Well, the problem that I have is that makes it to where some days I don't eat anything all day, and then all of a sudden at night I've got like a plate of like blue and yellow and whatever. I'm trying to like fill things in. Oh, let's be real. I never have the yellow left over by the end of the day. But the orange, and I'm trying to catch up. So what I ended up doing was I took like a little table, super simple, and I mapped out each of my individual meals. So I took breakfast, and I just said, every day at breakfast, I'm going to have a red serving. And I'm going to, a red, a purple, and a gray, which is a teaspoon. And at my snack time, I'm going to have this other serving. And lunch is going to look with like a green and a red. And so I map out what I personally want to have in those different meal times. Now, this takes some tweaking, right? For example, I learned that I need a serving of a fat of some kind before noon or my sugar levels really struggle. So that's important to me. I learned that I really need a vegetable at lunch or I just don't get it in. I learned that I need my Shakeology first thing in the morning because that has such an impact on how I feel all day and how I eat all day. So those are just the things I have learned over time, right? This is my husband's plan. So, it looks a little differently based on what is his work day like. And that way, when I'm making dinner, it's easy for me to kind of make sure that our containers are similar. He just has a bigger serving size. And that way, when he runs off to work, he always knows he needs to kind of keep 2 yellows and, he has a sense of things. He is a different personality from me. He grazes throughout the day at work and he's on calls and his schedule is very inconsistent. So for him, he just wants to know what's for dinner, like, what containers. So this really helps. And then he'll just fill in the rest as he's snacking. So that might be you too. You don't need to be as structured. Do I follow this 100%? Absolutely not. But what's really nice about it is I come to memorize it because, I always know that, I have a yellow and an orange for my snack. And so if I miss my yellow, I remember it when it comes to lunchtime and I can make up for it. Like at your next meal, you tweak things. Or if you know that for dinner, you're going to have something super carbolicious like spaghetti, which I'm going to have this week. I just know in my head on that day, okay, it's snack time today. I'm just going to have my orange container. It makes it easier to map things out. Another thing that you can do is you can actually create a full meal plan. And here's my suggestion. I don't know if you can read it. It's probably backwards. But it is very similar things from day to day. I usually try to mix it up every other day. But you'll see things are pretty similar all throughout the week. And I just like to have it mapped out so I know exactly what I'm eating. I find that if I know exactly what I have, I am on track. So that helps a ton. And what's cool is once you use this, pop it in a bite or something, and then you can use it another week. So you could just keep recycling through things and tweaking it based on what you like and adding recipes. You can really make it your own, which I think is super helpful. So I hope that helps you. Those are kind of my strategies. Oh, and I should say, I don't follow this to the letter. Like if one night I'm supposed to have grilled pork chops and I don't feel like pork chops, I feel like grilled chicken, then I might mix it up, but I just try to keep it in my container. So I hope that helps to realize just plan in advance. Sometimes if I don't really feel like doing a week out meal plan, or sometimes I do a rough week out, here's what we're going to have roughly. The night before, absolutely. I sit down, I think about my schedule, and it's nice because it's just the day before. I can think about what's ahead of me, and then I can plan on what I'm going to have. That really helps a ton too. So the important thing is to plan in advance that you're not stuck with a ton of food at night or no food at night, and you'll start to learn how to incorporate this as lifestyle eating. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know.